So here we are at the Mancuso home, and we just finished our foam seal process of insulation. Insulation actually involves three processes. Mostly people think about R value, but little is known or talked about air sealing and thermal bridging. So we'll go inside and take a look. We have with us here today Daimon Doyle.
And here he is, Doyle Custom Homes, Daimon Doyle. Daimon, what are you doing here?
Well, Paul, I'm so sorry to make you wait.
It's okay.
Fires happen, I guess.
And it's good that you took care of them.
Well, yeah. Customers are number one priority.
I've known Daimon for a few years, and he built some great homes, but he's also made another career for himself. What are you doing at my project today?
Well, I'm here to do an envelope tightness test to see where we come in at. Obviously, having a tight envelope has a lot to do with energy efficiency, so we're here to see where we're at.
Great, let's go inside and set up.
You got it.
So let's take a look at the work that we've done. What you see up here on the ceiling is closed cell foam, and we foamed the entire building airtight, we hope. So now comes Daimon's part. Daimon, tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Well, Paul, you're not quite airtight, but you're pretty darn close. We are currently depressurizing the building to a known number, which is 50 pascals.
What does 50 pascals mean?
Pascals is a measure of pressure. To put it in perspective, pascal is equivalent to 250 pascals is equivalent to 1 inch of water column. So if you put a straw in a cup and suck an inch of water up, that's 250 pascals. So we're about a fifth of that.
Okay.
And it gives us a known base point. And what we're finding is that at 50 pascals through the blower door, we are pushing about 900 cubic feet per minute of air.
Okay. And this is what meters it?
Correct. So this is our manometer, and it's saying right here that we're right around 50 pascals of pressure. Mm-hmm. What it is this tube here goes through the door to the outside. So it says in reference to outside, the inside is 50 pascals more negatively pressurized. Okay. The second reading here is the CFM, cubic feet per minute of air that's moving through the fan. And so this says the house in reference to the fan is moving 250 cubic feet per air. 250 cubic feet per minute of air.
Okay.
So to put that in perspective, if you take that number and you multiply it by 60, or 1 hour, 60 minutes, it tells us that we are moving somewhere in the neighborhood of 45,000. If we take that 900 cubic feet per minute, multiply it by 60 to give us an hour, we can see that we're moving 54,000 cubic feet of air over 1 hour. The volume of the house is about 25,700 cubic feet. Therefore, we're changing all the air in the house 2.909 times per hour.
Okay.
To put that in perspective of normal construction, average house built to code today runs about 7 air changes per hour. So you're considerably less than that, well less than half. And that's at rough end.
That's at rough end.
Right. At finished, you're probably going to be closer to 1.5.
Okay. Now, when you talked about the 50 pascals, can you put it in terms that most of the rest of us can understand? For example, wind. If there were wind coming off from the water here, at what speed?
A 20-mile-an-hour wind hitting the house directly on is equivalent to about 50 pascals of pressure.
Okay.
So, and on average, over the course of a year in this climate, your natural air changes per hour will be about a 20th of what it is at 50 pascals. So in this case, if you're leaking at 2 air changes per hour at 50, you'll be down at 0.1 under natural conditions over the course of an entire year.
I see. Okay.
So,
and this little gizmo called a blower door,
this is a Minneapolis blower door,
putting a vacuum on the house equal to that 20-mile-an-hour wind, but on all sides.
Right.
Okay.
And we use 50 pascals because it gives us a good measurement. It's enough airflow to look for leaks, and it's also an industry standard, so that when you compare one house to the next, they're all tested at 50 pascals.
Okay, great. Do you normally check a house at this stage?
I like to because it gives you an opportunity to fix a leak. Obviously, when it's drywall and the carpet's in and it's all covered up, it's kind of hard to get in and fix the things that you can fix. So this is a great opportunity. Most new construction don't go through the time to do the air sealing that you've done, so they don't have an opportunity to do this at least until the drywall's in.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Damon.
You're welcome.